Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Today I wanted to talk some about how to encourage Christian singles. I wanted to give some advice maybe to people who are watching this who are not single but are dealing with someone who is single, whether it's a family member or a friend, and they're just really wondering how to navigate being a good friend to a Christian single and just how to encourage them. So I hope this video blesses you. If it does, please hit like, and if you are really excited, hit the subscribe button. As I said, I'm just starting out here on YouTube, and so it's kind of a rocky road. But anyways, back to the main topic. I just wanted to go over a few things that you can do for a Christian single in your life to encourage them. In one of my prior videos, I was talking about the myths that Christian singles are told, and I thought it would be good to go over some truths that someone could speak into a Christian single's life when they're trying to encourage them. So I guess the very first thing that I would say is just to let them know that you are praying for them. I think it's really, really encouraging for someone just to know that someone is out there battling in prayer for them specifically. And if you say that you are going to be praying for someone, to actually do it. I want to just encourage you to maybe find a Christian single or a couple Christian singles and just dedicate time to praying over them. They are going through a lot of spiritual warfare, especially in the world right now. There's just a lot of things that they are having to say no to, and they're kind of in that battle by themselves. And so just to come alongside that person in prayer and let them know that you are dedicating time to pray for them, not only specifically for them, but also for their future spouse. A lot of times as a Christian single, it can become very discouraging that there's a spouse out there for you. And so just having someone come alongside you and praying for your future spouse, kind of like someone there to believe for you when you are in the midst of the battle. It's really hard to see past where you are, but to have someone come alongside you and say, hey, I'm going to believe this for you and I'm going to pray this over you. It's just like an extra assurance for that Christian single to battle where they are and know that they have like a good support system behind them. So that would be my number one way to encourage a Christian single. Another way is to just invite them out to do things. I've just noticed, like within my own Christian walk and seeing other Christian singles, it is really hard to get time with people who are married because they have their spouse that is their priority, and if they have kids, that's a priority, and if they have a job, that's a priority. So hanging out with your Christian single friend is like the very last thing they're wanting to do, it seems like. So just prioritizing your single friends, trying to reach out to them, maybe take them out to lunch or coffee, or just calling them, dedicating some time just to be there for them. A lot of times when you are a Christian single, you just don't have that interaction with people as much because you are single. You're just you're by yourself a lot of the time. If you don't have family around or if you don't have any roommates, you are just spending a lot of time alone. So just having someone there to reach out to you and talk to you is very encouraging. So maybe just thinking about ways that you can bless your single friend just with your presence and your friendship. So that was number 2. Number 3 is sending encouraging texts or notes or letters. I think just having something there that you can read about yourself or about your future, or just whatever the Lord lays on your heart to send to that person. Because once again, as a single, you're really bombarded with lies, you're bombarded with attacks of the enemy, and especially in the area of discouragement, I feel. And Satan really tries to get in there. So just taking the time to write a letter, write a text, telling them encouraging things. And that's kind of going to go into my next way to encourage a Christian single, is to specifically encourage them in areas where they're being attacked. So I'm going to go over some areas where Christian singles definitely specifically get attacked. And some areas where Christian singles get attacked is that with a lie that you're always going to be single. So combating that with a hope for them, saying that you're praying for their future spouse, saying that you believe that they are going to just have an amazing Christian spouse. So kind of just battling against that lie. And it's so encouraging to have someone else just speak that truth over you. And then another lie is that you're not good enough, or you don't look good enough, or you're not going to fulfill that other person. So just speaking into that person that they are enough, that they're beautiful, or if it's a guy, they're handsome, right? Speaking words over them that they don't usually hear. I think you can maybe take for granted having a spouse and having someone speak words of appreciation over you. As a single, you don't really get that very much. You don't really get words of appreciation over you. And specifically areas of, well, and I think girls need to hear this more than guys, but that you're beautiful, that you think that they are pretty, or you're proud of how hard they are working to dress nice or do their hair or whatever, like something nice just to say about them, because that really does lift their spirits. Even if you don't think it's a big deal, it is a big deal. And this might not go for every Christian single. I'm definitely an affectionate person. So this one may apply to you, or it may not apply to your single friends. So definitely gauge your single friend on this next advice, but give them a hug. I cannot tell you how hard it is as a single. Like, you do not have human interaction as far as like physical. You're not holding hands, you're not sleeping by someone, you're not cuddling with someone. You just like really don't have any human touch. And so for a Christian single, it can become really hard, especially if your love language is physical touch, which mine is. So just hugging them, like letting them know that they're loved and that you care for them. So definitely, like I said, gauge that Christian single. Like, if they don't like being touched, obviously they probably are not gonna appreciate a hug. But if they are like a person who enjoys like getting a hug, or just even like tapping them on the shoulder, or giving them a side hug. It can be a Christian side hug, if you're a guy, but just something to let them know that there's still that human interaction between them and other people. They can get very isolated. So I think really another thing that Christian singles really are hungry after is just spending time with somebody. And I know I've already kind of gone over like taking them out to coffee, or out to lunch or something, but really just maybe taking the time to bring other Christian singles together, like organizing parties or events, things that don't isolate out Christian singles. And what I mean by that is a lot of church events are geared towards like mothers, they're geared towards couples, they're geared towards men's retreat, women's retreat. And the church is really doing a disservice to Christian singles who are in the age category of like 26 and up. That's kind of who I'm like trying to speak to. And so really thinking outside the box, like how can I get Christian singles to come together and like meet each other and encourage each other. And because there's like a separation in churches, I think, where there's Christian singles maybe in one church and then there's others in another, and they're not really getting an opportunity to really meet each other. So I don't know, like if you are in a smaller church like I am, there's usually only a couple Christian singles, and they're usually not dating each other. Like for whatever reason, it's just usually it's not working out. So you need to like spread out. And I think just having something where they can come together and maybe possibly meet each other, just be a matchmaker, I guess is what I'm saying, because Christian singles aren't going to bars. They're not doing things that the world is doing to find their future spouse. So maybe just be on the lookout to help people connect. I don't think that's necessarily like your job, but it is, I think, just a nice gesture to help other people. As a body of believers, we're supposed to be helping and encouraging, and so I would just like pray about it, pray about ways that you could encourage your Christian single friend. Those are just like a few examples that I was thinking about, but obviously just pray over it instead of, you know, giving these words of advice over a Christian single. Think about how you can really get involved in their life. Think about how you can encourage them, how you can be there for them as a friend, because that's really what they're needing. They're needing that encouragement. They're needing someone to believe in them, because a lot of times when you're alone, it's really easy to just not believe. It's really easy to get down on yourself. It's really easy to just get in a place of discouragement. And obviously, like, we're all responsible for our own walk with the Lord and being encouraged, but having someone there to encourage you and just be there for you is such a light in a person's life, no matter if you're single or not. And hopefully this video has helped you. Hopefully this has given you a few ideas on how to help your Christian single friend. And hope you come back again. I'm really trying to put these videos out. So yeah, be blessed and have a good day.